Have you ever wondered what it takes to catch a woman's attention and keep her interested? What if I told you that just two simple words could completely change the way she sees you? Words are powerful, and today, I'm going to reveal the secret phrases that can instantly spark attraction, build trust, and create a deeper connection. Stick around, because these two phrases could be the game changer you've been looking for in your conversations. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. I can almost feel your curiosity building up. What are these two magic words that can change everything? I'm sure you're imagining something incredibly elaborate, maybe even dramatic, something that only the most experienced or charismatic people know how to use. You might be thinking that these words must be some sort of secret, hidden trick to grab attention or make you stand out. But here's the twist. These two words are so simple, so ordinary, that you probably use them every day without even realizing their potential. They're not about using the fanciest vocabulary or trying to impress with complicated phrases. No, it's all about the power of intent and genuine interest. It's the subtle way in which you use them that makes the real difference. The first pair of words is deceptively simple. Tell me. Now, on the surface, these words may seem like they could easily slip through the cracks of any conversation. But they carry with them so much more weight than we often realize. You might ask, why does tell me work so well? The answer is so fundamental that it might surprise you. It works because it demonstrates genuine interest. When you say, tell me, you're extending an invitation. It's an invitation for her to open up, to share a part of herself with you. You're not just asking about the weather or surface-level details. You're asking her to open the door to her inner world, to let you in, and trust me, everyone loves talking about themselves, especially when they feel that someone is genuinely interested in who they are. The truth is, when someone feels like you're truly listening, it sparks a level of connection that is both rare and deeply meaningful. It's important to understand that when you ask someone to share, it's not just about collecting information. It's about creating a space for that person to feel valued and appreciated. And when you say, tell me, you're giving her the gift of your attention, the gift of being fully present with her. You're signaling that you're not interested in talking about yourself or shifting the conversation back to you. Instead, you're showing that you want to know her, the real her, the things that make her unique, the experiences that shaped her, her dreams, and her challenges. This is where true connection happens. When we feel that we are seen and heard for who we truly are, not just the version we present to the world. It's in these moments, these small but powerful exchanges, that deep emotional bonds are forged. Now, let me take this a step further. Think about what happens when you ask someone to share something they care about. Imagine asking a woman about something she's passionate about, whether it's a hobby, a goal she's working toward, or something that sparks joy in her life. When you say, tell me, you're doing more than just making small talk. You're telling her, I want to know what makes you you. You're showing that you don't just care about the surface details, but that you're genuinely curious about what lights her up, what excites her, what keeps her up at night. In doing so, you're creating an environment where she feels comfortable opening up, expressing herself freely, and trusting you with a part of her that might not be shared with everyone. There's something deeply emotional about being truly listened to, especially when it comes to women. Studies show that women often value emotional connection more than anything else in a relationship. They want to feel that their thoughts, feelings, and experiences matter to the person they're with. By saying, tell me, you're not just asking a question. You're creating a sense of emotional safety, a space where she can speak freely, without fear of judgment or interruption. And in return, she's likely to open up in ways you never expected. It's a way of showing her that you're not here to perform or impress, but to connect, to understand, and to be present. Think about how you would feel if someone genuinely asked you to share your thoughts, your day, and your experiences, without rushing to talk about themselves or offer solutions. How would you feel if someone gave you that space to express yourself? When you ask, "Tell me," you're giving her that gift, a gift that so many people yearn for but rarely receive. It's an act of kindness and respect that transcends words. It's about making her feel like she matters, like what she says is important to you. And here's the kicker: when you show that you're genuinely interested, you're creating an atmosphere of trust. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, and it's built through moments like these. When you make her feel heard, when she knows you're paying attention to the little things she shares, trust blossoms. You become someone she feels safe with, someone she can open up to. And let's be honest, there's nothing more powerful than a connection built on mutual respect and understanding. It's a bond that goes beyond words, beyond the surface, and touches the heart. The bottom line is this: when you say, "Tell me," you're showing her that you value her for who she truly is. Not just what she looks like or what she can do for you, but the essence of who she is. And that, my friend, is the key to creating a genuine, lasting connection. Imagine you're on a date with someone, and she starts talking about a recent trip she took. Maybe she's telling you about a hike in the mountains, an exotic beach vacation, or a cultural experience that left her in awe. At that moment, many people might just respond with a casual, "That's cool," and leave it at that. But here's where you can go a step further. Instead of simply acknowledging her trip with a brief comment, you could ask, "Tell me more about that. What did you enjoy most about the trip?" This simple yet powerful question does so much more than just extend the conversation. It invites her to open up and relive the excitement, joy, and wonder of the experience. By asking her to share the details of what made her trip special, you're allowing her to revisit her positive memories and talk about something she truly cares about. And let's face it, everyone loves to talk about the moments that brought them happiness, especially when someone is genuinely interested in hearing more. When you ask, "Tell me more," you're not only showing interest, but you're also communicating that you value her experiences. You're signaling that her story matters to you, that you want to know more about her world, and that you appreciate the things that bring her joy. By doing this, you create a deeper connection because she feels seen and heard in a way that most people might overlook. In a world where so many conversations are surface level, taking the time to listen and engage with her can make all the difference. It's about making her feel like she's the most important person at that moment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Now, let's move on to the second word combination that carries incredible power. I understand. Why is this phrase so effective? Because it doesn't just acknowledge what she's saying, it validates her emotions, her perspective, and her experiences. In conversations, people often feel the urge to offer solutions or advice, to jump in with their own opinions, thinking they're helping. But what many don't realize is that sometimes all someone needs is to feel understood. And this is where the phrase, "I understand," becomes invaluable. By simply saying, "I understand," you're not trying to fix the problem or offer your perspective. You're acknowledging her feelings, her thoughts, and her reality. You're giving her permission to feel whatever she's feeling, without judgment or interruption. Imagine she's telling you about a challenging situation at work or a stressful encounter with a friend. Instead of rushing to offer advice or tell her how she should handle it, you say, "I understand. That sounds tough. I'd feel the same way in your shoes." With these words, you've communicated that her feelings are valid, and that what she's going through matters. Research in social psychology confirms that emotional validation is one of the fastest ways to build trust and strengthen a connection. When she hears you say, "I understand," it lets her know that you're not just hearing the words she's saying, you're empathizing with the emotions behind them. You're creating a space where she feels safe to open up more, to share more deeply, and to trust you with her vulnerability. And trust me, that's powerful. When she feels understood, she's more likely to open her heart and mind to you, to share her true self without fear of judgment or rejection. This is how true intimacy and connection are built. In a world where many people feel isolated or misunderstood, being the person who truly listens, and who makes them feel heard and validated, can create a bond that's both deep and lasting. So, next time she opens up to you about something personal, don't rush to fix it. Just pause, look her in the eyes, and say, "I understand." Watch how that simple phrase makes her feel seen in a way that words alone can't capture. Imagine this. She's telling you about a tough day at work. Maybe she's frustrated, exhausted, or upset by something that happened. Many people, when they hear about someone's struggles, feel the urge to jump in with solutions. They want to fix the problem, offer advice, or tell the person what they should have done differently. But here's where you can set yourself apart. Instead of rushing to provide answers, you respond with something simple, yet profoundly meaningful. "I understand. That sounds frustrating. I'd feel the same way in your shoes." With these words, you're not trying to solve her problem. You're not offering quick fixes or telling her what she should do next. You're simply acknowledging her feelings, validating her experience. And in doing so, you're creating a safe space for her to open up. You're showing her that it's okay to feel frustrated, to be upset, and to express those emotions. So often in life, people bottle up their feelings because they fear being judged or dismissed. But when you say, "I understand," you send a clear message. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. I see you, and I'm here for you. Now, let's take a step back and look at the psychology behind these two powerful phrases. The first one, "tell me," is an invitation, a gentle yet profound request for her to share her world with you. When you say, "tell me," you're not just asking for information. You're telling her that her thoughts, her feelings, and her experiences matter to you. It's a way of showing that you care about her as a whole person, not just the parts of her life that are convenient or easy to talk about. And guess what? This simple act of showing genuine interest triggers something powerful in her brain. It activates dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. When dopamine is released, she experiences feelings of happiness, connection, and satisfaction. You've just made her feel good by making her feel important and valued. But it doesn't stop there. When you say, "I understand," something even deeper happens. This phrase triggers the release of oxytocin, the hormone most commonly associated with bonding, trust, and attachment. You may have heard of oxytocin being referred to as the love hormone, because it plays such a central role in creating emotional closeness and connection. When you validate her feelings by saying, "I understand," you help increase oxytocin levels in her brain, which creates a feeling of trust and attachment between the two of you. It's as though you're subtly telling her, "I'm someone you can rely on. I'm here for you." In turn, this strengthens your emotional connection and deepens the bond between you. Now, when you combine these two phrases, "tell me" and "I understand," you create a powerful emotional cocktail. It's like a perfect balance of interest, empathy, and trust that works together to make her feel deeply connected to you. You're showing her that you're not just another person in her life. You're someone who values her, listens to her, and truly gets her. You're offering her not just words, but an experience, one where she feels safe, understood, and emotionally supported. This combination of dopamine and oxytocin creates a sense of emotional harmony that helps to build trust and intimacy. She will feel more comfortable opening up to you, sharing her deepest thoughts, and allowing you into her world. And in doing so, you'll create a bond that goes far beyond surface-level conversation. It's a connection that resonates on a deeper, more emotional level, one that strengthens with each interaction. So, the next time she opens up to you about something personal, remember, it's not always about having the perfect solution or the most profound advice. Sometimes, it's about saying the right words, at the right moment, and making her feel heard, valued, and understood. By using "tell me" and "I understand," you're setting the stage for something much more meaningful than just a conversation. You're creating the foundation for a powerful connection that could last a lifetime. Let's dive into how these two powerful phrases can truly transform your interactions in real-life situations. These words are more than just casual conversation fillers. They're tools to build connection, empathy, and understanding on a much deeper level. Imagine you're on a date, and she begins talking passionately about her love for art. Maybe she mentions an artist whose work deeply resonates with her, or she talks about the emotional connection she feels when she's surrounded by art in a gallery. Instead of offering a simple, "That's cool," or giving a surface-level response, you can take it a step further by saying, "Tell me about your favorite artist. What do you admire about their work?" This approach does so much more than keep the conversation flowing. It shows that you're genuinely interested in her, not just the surface details, but her thoughts, her experiences, and the things that light her up. When you ask her to share more about her favorite artist, you're allowing her to dive deeper into her passions and emotions. You're allowing her to explain why this artist moves her, what specific aspects of their work speak to her soul, and how it impacts her on a personal level. By inviting her to share this, you're not only learning more about her interests, but you're also letting her relive the joy and inspiration she feels when she experiences art. Think about how powerful that is. Everyone loves to talk about the things they're passionate about, especially when they feel that the person they're talking to is truly listening, interested, and engaged. By using the words, "Tell me," you make her feel seen and heard. You validate her excitement and show her that her thoughts are important to you. This can create a much deeper sense of connection than simply acknowledging what she's saying. The more she feels you're invested in her passions, the more likely she is to open up and share more of herself with you. Now, let's shift to a different scenario. What if she's telling you about a frustrating project at work or a stressful situation she's dealing with? Perhaps she's feeling overwhelmed by a challenging deadline, or maybe she's navigating tricky dynamics with colleagues. In moments like these, it's easy to feel the urge to offer solutions, jump in with advice, or try to fix the situation. But this approach isn't always the best way to create emotional connection. Instead, pause for a moment and respond with, "I understand how tough that can be. I'd feel the same way in your shoes." These simple words, "I understand," can be incredibly powerful. They don't just acknowledge what she's saying, they validate her feelings. When you say, "I understand," you're communicating that you not only hear her words, but that you're truly with her in that moment. You're letting her know that her frustration is real and that it's okay to feel upset or stressed about what she's going through. Too often, in conversations, people try to rush to fix things, offer solutions, or change the topic when someone shares a challenge. But what many people need in those moments is someone who simply listens and acknowledges their emotions. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. By saying, "I understand," you're giving her a safe space to express herself. You're making her feel seen, heard, and supported, without judgment. This is incredibly valuable, especially when someone is dealing with stress or difficult emotions. Instead of feeling alone in her struggle, she feels understood, which fosters trust and connection between you. It's as if you're saying, "I get it. I'm not going to rush to fix this for you, but I am here for you. I understand the weight of what you're dealing with." Now, let's take a deeper look at the psychology behind these phrases. The phrase, "tell me," is an invitation to share. When you ask her to tell you more about something that excites her or something meaningful to her, you're not just continuing the conversation. You're opening the door for her to reveal more about herself. It's an invitation for her to bring her world into yours. This subtle act creates a sense of importance for her. It tells her that you care about her thoughts, her emotions, and her unique experiences. By showing this level of genuine interest, you trigger dopamine in her brain, the same chemical that's released when we experience pleasure or reward. As she shares more, her brain is flooded with positive feelings of joy, happiness, and validation. When you follow up with, "I understand," you're taking this connection to a deeper level. The word "understand" triggers the release of oxytocin, also known as the bonding hormone. Oxytocin is essential for building trust and attachment. It's the hormone that makes us feel close to others, safe, and emotionally connected. By using these 2 phrases together, you're not just having a conversation. You're creating an emotional experience. You're triggering the release of both dopamine and oxytocin, which helps build a powerful emotional connection between you and her. By saying, "Tell me," you engage her in a conversation that lights her up. By following it up with, "I understand," you show her that you're not just interested in the surface-level details, but that you are emotionally present and empathetic toward her experiences. This combination of interest, empathy, and emotional validation creates a bond that goes beyond words. It makes her feel emotionally seen, heard, and deeply connected to you. So, the next time you're on a date or engaging in a meaningful conversation, try using these phrases. "Tell me" opens the door to deeper insights into who she is, and "I understand" ensures that you validate her emotions and create a safe space for her to truly connect with you. These words may seem simple, but when used with genuine care and intention, they have the power to strengthen your bond in ways that go far beyond just casual conversation. Here's where the magic truly happens. When you combine "tell me" and "I understand" in a single interaction, you're doing far more than simply asking her to open up. You're showing her that you respect her perspective, value her feelings, and deeply validate what she's sharing with you. These aren't just words. They're a gateway to genuine emotional connection. Imagine she shares something deeply personal with you, whether it's a story from her past, a dream she holds close to her heart, or a struggle she's currently facing. Instead of brushing it off or shifting the conversation elsewhere, you lean in with the words, "Tell me more, what motivates you?" This simple prompt does wonders. It shows that you're genuinely interested in her, not just the surface-level details. You're inviting her to share more of herself, the things that truly matter to her. It's an invitation to dive deeper into her world. This act of asking her to elaborate opens up a space where she feels safe and encouraged to express her thoughts, passions, and emotions. And then, as she opens up, you follow up with a gentle, empathetic response. "I understand why that's so important to you." When you say this, you're not just acknowledging her words, you're aligning with her feelings. You're telling her that you not only hear her, but you get it. You understand why she feels the way she does, and that makes her feel supported, validated, and deeply connected to you. This combination of curiosity and validation, "Tell me" followed by "I understand," works like unlocking two levels of connection at once, as if you're reaching deep into her emotional core and showing her that you see and value the person she truly is. So, there you have it. Two simple phrases, "Tell me" and "I understand," that have the power to completely transform your interactions with women. They're not just about filling the silence or moving the conversation along. When you use these words, you're becoming an active participant in the conversation. You're not just talking at her, you're listening with intention, showing genuine interest, and offering empathetic validation. This kind of engagement is rare, and believe me, women notice when it happens. They feel it in their bones. They feel understood, respected, and valued, and those feelings create a powerful emotional bond that doesn't easily fade. Next time you're talking to a woman you're interested in, don't just rely on the usual small talk. Try these two words, "Tell me" and "I understand." Use them with care and intention. When you do, you'll notice the connections that develop aren't just surface level, they go much deeper. You'll build trust, show empathy, and create a lasting impression that she will remember for a long time. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned so far. We've uncovered two simple yet incredibly powerful phrases, "Tell me" and "I understand," and how they can deeply transform the way you connect with others. By using these words with intention, you're not just conversing. You're showing genuine empathy, understanding, and respect for the other person. Whether it's in a casual conversation, a date, or a meaningful exchange, these phrases help create an emotional bond that leaves a lasting impression. So, now I want to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this video that you're excited to bring into your own life? Drop a comment below and share with us how you plan to use these phrases to strengthen your relationships and interactions. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content on building genuine connections. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments.